Okay, here's a really simple lesson for you. This is a G-C-D progression, 1-4-5. However, I like the voicing on this one. I'm going to share it with you. So I'm spelling out a G chord here, but I'm picking up the third note, the third fret, sorry, on the B string right there, the D note. And then I'm going from the G to the C. All I do is I keep that ringing out. And this is important, I'll show you in a second. And then we drop to a D with an F sharp in the bass. Okay, so your second finger is picking up the second fret on the low E string. Your third finger is picking up the second fret on the G string for that D. And your pinky, again, is ringing this out. So you hear how that's a common tone? Yeah. Just like that. See you down the road. These little 2-chord jam things. This one's going from a D to an A minor 7th. Looks like that. I'm not going to give you the notes, you can just look at it. So it sounds like this. D chord, A minor 7th chord. And you can add little you get some little one string, a million different special sauce you can put in there, but it's just really basically D with tremolo, right? You got the tremolo going, and A minor 7th, and just a fun little lick. 2 chords. You can jam with that for a while. So for 2 guitars, say, you just jam back and forth and have some fun with that. Let's explore drop D. I've just got the E down to D here. I'm making a D chord. We know that works, right? Now if you go to the 5th fret, you got more of an F chord with a D in the bass. And if you open up that second finger, you got a sort of a mysterious chord. So I got an F major 7th with a D in the bass. I love that sound of that. Yeah. And if you come up, you got a G chord. So just those 3 moves to the 5th fret, and then 7th fret, and then back to the 5th fret, and then open up that E note, get that mysterious Neil Young chord, right? So I thought you might enjoy that. It's something to just work on acoustically and have fun with. So I'm just going from an A minor to a D9, but what I wanted to get to on this lesson is you can just use these 3 notes. So you got a 7 on the D string, a 5 on the G string, and a 7 on the G string. Just those 3 notes will play good against. And then if you want to stretch out, you can kind of slur it. But you're still staying in that minor pentatonic box. A lot of times I think when we play leads, we think we have to jump all over the neck, you know. Nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you want to just keep it simple and make the most of just a simple minor box. Kind of a Santana feel. I've been talking about the importance of a vibe, man. There's nothing like a little tremolo. In this case, it's going through my magnetone and my Trussard guitar. I got it tuned to drop D. Just took the 2 E's down to D. Now check it out. If you mute it and you get like a little tremolo going. And that's the opening to my song 6-string Man. It's just the D7th. Open and then open up that B. Hit that big fat D chord. If that doesn't take you there, I don't know what will. It's very Memphis, Steve Cropper, you know, kind of swampy sound. I just love it. All right, well, I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Come and hit me up at jimmydillon.com. See you down the road. Okay, I got a lot of requests. I did this kind of E blues thing. Somebody said, what about the key of A? So same move on the thumb on the A string. Get that dead thumb working. Now go up to the 5th fret on the B string and the 3rd fret on the high E and do. And bounce off that 3rd fret on the A string. You want to go all the way up to the 13th fret of the B string and the 12th fret of the E. Go. Now you got a couple licks. You got pull off. Okay? So now you got A and E working with that real pinchy kind of blues thing. And I'm going to give you a turnaround shortly. Okay, so we're talking about the A blues, right? Just utilizing. So all you're doing is just going from here and going back a half step, same form. That's your D chord. Back to your A. So it's 1, 4, 1. If you want to go to your 5 chord, you have the option of hitting a low E. To your D and then back to your A. So here's what it sounds like in form. Now I'm going to turn around E. So you see, I'm only using those two for all that. Just two strings. Hope you dig that. Real simple blues. All right, aloha from Maui. In this case, I'm in the key of A, and it's a fun key because you got that open A string working, right? So you can get that sort of shuffle if you want to. If you want to go for that kind of vibe. Now in this case, I'm working mainly off the A string, the B string, and the G string. I'm really focusing on those. And sometimes we call that a partial or whatever. Some people call it a double stop, although in this case it's 3 notes. But what's cool about it is you don't have to really worry too much about the high strings or even the super low strings. You can just... I'm just working off that A string with my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret and then 4th finger, or 3rd finger on the 4th fret. Kind of a country blues, kind of rockabilly thing, but. All right, here's a little A minor lick, A minor 7th lick I want to show you, and then a little riff that goes off it. So we start out with an A minor 7th form, move it up to, and then move to the 5th fret and hit the 5th on the D and the 5th on the B, and then back. So you back and forth. Got it? Now I'm pinching the D, I'm leading with the A string, I'm pinching the D and the B string. And here's a little lick you can add to that. So I'm sliding up to the 5 on the B, 3 on the A, on the E, back to the 5, and pull off. Got it? Working on this A minor 7th climb. So I'm just doing an A minor, up to, and then 5th fret on the D and the B, and back, like that. You can also lift off. And I'm working mostly off the D and the B string, so it sounds like this. Okay. And if you wanted to add a lick to that, you slide up to the 5th fret on the B string and the 3rd fret on the E. And then pull off from the 5th to the 3rd on the B. And then hit the 1st fret on the B and the 2nd fret on the G. So slow motion. Here's what it sounds like all together.